Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. This is TokuFan22, and welcome to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, or at least the beta version of it. This is actual gameplay from what I did last weekend. The beta was made open to the public, so I was able to download it for free and give it a test run. And so far, I like what I experienced. The gameplay is pretty much the same. I really don't have too much to say about it, but I wanted to get a video out because I wanted to discuss a couple other things. First off, the game itself. Like I said, not that much has changed other than the fact that there seems to be a lot more involved into it so far. I enjoyed the gameplay. I enjoyed just a lot of the stuff that I enjoyed before, like being able to create your own character, your own Z Fighter. I like the fact that they have more transformations in this game. Now, I know that what they're supposed to have, what's going to be offered in the game, but I haven't had an opportunity to actually go as far as I could have in the beta. By the time I was able to pick it up again, the beta had pretty much was done. It was closed. So I am looking forward to it. I like the fact that you can transfer a lot of the, well, not a lot, but some of your accomplishments, gear, move sets. You can actually transfer that from the first game over to the second game. So I look forward to that. In fact, right now I'm actually training so that I can be ready for Xenoverse 2 when it drops next week, which I believe is going to be on the 25th. By the way, shouts out to my cousin. His birthday is on that day. Not a Dragon Ball Z fan, but that's still his birthday. If you're watching this again, happy birthday in advance. So, anyway, again, back to the game. Not that much has changed. You can pretty much access your move sets. The game mechanics are the same. You have you press the trigger buttons to access your abilities. You press one of the control pads buttons to access your items, and of course that's all like when you're in fighting mode. I know that everybody has seen the previews and everything, and I'm actually looking forward to using the mounts or rides, whatever you call them, where you're going around town on a hoverboard, which you should see later on in this gameplay. You have one of these capsules where you can just flip the switch, throw it on the ground, and you're on a hoverboard. Or if you pre-order this thing, that huge log that, man, I keep forgetting his name, but the Chinese dude that got blown up. He just basically chopped down a tree and, wait, I'm trying to think, because, man, I've actually forgotten that. It was either a tree or a pillar or something. But he threw it into the air, jumped on it, and then surfed on it. Feel free to correct me in the comments. I know what it is, I just don't remember the exact details. But anyway, that's supposed to be something that you'll be able to ride around on. Now, granted, I don't know why they made it to where, I don't know, I guess it was just a gimmick that somebody wanted to add in. But apparently, you have to have a license to fly. Actually fly around the town. Now, what I find interesting is that I actually did fly around town. I don't think I covered that in the video, but I actually did do some flying around town, and I was actually expecting, like, I don't know, the Supreme Kai of Time or some sort of patrol officer to actually show up and knock me down back on the ground or something, give me some sort of penalty. But maybe it was just the beta, but I didn't see anything. I figured you just wouldn't be allowed to fly, or you just wouldn't be able to do anything like that. But who knows? Maybe all that will change when the game actually drops. Either way, really not all that. I'm really not all that worried about it. But I do like the fact that I at least have some means of moving around town a little faster, because the place has definitely gotten much bigger since the first game. A little bit of a recap. I played the first game. I played and beat it when I had it on PS3. Problem is that when I upgraded the PS4, the data from that game didn't really transfer over like I thought it would. So by the time I got the game again, I had to start all the way over. And I just recently started back getting into the game. And I actually started playing like long before I even found out that Xenoverse 2 was coming out. But I just started picking it back up once as it got closer to the drop date for it. So basically I'm just training up until it's time for me to actually get the game and see how it goes from there. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the new moves, new transformations, and well, especially the transformations. And I also want to see what some of these new characters, like that Goku black guy, is going to be like. And I haven't seen Dragon Ball Super yet. I've only seen like bits and pieces and clips on YouTube. But as far as the whole story, I'm pretty much lost in the sauce with that. So hopefully, if they'll start dubbing them in English, put them on Crunchyroll or Funimation or something like that, then I'll be able to catch it and just see how it goes from there. Because from what I've seen, especially in one or two reviews, or at least from what I've heard from people that I know, things get crazy really quick. Which almost isn't surprising because it is Dragon Ball Z. Well, it's Dragon Ball as a whole. Now, anyway, on to some other stuff. And give me just 1 second. Okay, so sorry about that quick pause right there. Reason being is that I'm still playing this whole recording stuff and putting on YouTube thing by ear. I know that I don't really have a lot of the high-tech stuff or a lot of the stuff as far as putting gameplay online, because I've only been using SHAREfactory, but you work with what you got right now. I mean, hey, it's on hard time. We're all on hard times, and some of us are rather broke. But I digress. Anyway, so on that subject, I'm starting to learn some new stuff with SHAREfactory. For example, I used to try to really trim down as much as I could in order to fit everything within 15 minutes. Mainly because when I'm doing audio recordings, or what they refer to as track 2, which can be audio and video. If any of you seen my video from a couple of weeks ago, I was sporting a Spider-Man costume while recording. Anyway, one of the things that I have learned is that if you do it a whole 15 minutes through, then you will have exceeded the limit. That doesn't necessarily mean that that you can only fit 15 minutes worth of dialogue in that whole video. I mean, the max you can record is 15 minutes, but you can still basically add some more audio to it. You just have to stop that one and then start another one. So this is actually the second part right here. In any case, I'm still learning, and I'm just trying out new things as best as I can. Again, it's kind of hard for me to do these things because a lot of things that I do take up my time. I mean, life, basically. Some of you heard me go on this more times than I can count. Those of you that have been watching my videos, I got work, I got school, which I'm really trying the best I can to go ahead and finish, because I am really close now. I'm a junior right now, so I definitely want to finish, and I plan on doing so. But in any case, I'm still learning new things, new tips and tricks, and while it's not exactly anything on par with a lot of other folks like Dashi or Markiplier, Johnny, who I've actually started to get into a lot of his video game reviews, the Johnny versus video games. I recently watched one where it was Johnny versus Undertale. I kind of like his input on a lot of the games, so I'll probably subscribe to his channel. So y'all feel free to do the same. There's your free shout out. Speaking of, I guess while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and do a couple more shout outs. Once again, I got to give shout outs to Talos Gundam. He has been doing his thing. I also got to give, and before I go into that, make sure you check out his page, check out his YouTube page, Facebook page, and like I said before, he speaks the truth, and he has plenty to say, not just on games and cartoons or anything. And he is also a Toku brother like myself, so shouts out to him. Also, I have to give shouts out to Mighty Morphin Podcast. I've been listening to your stuff a lot lately, and I gotta say, it's been very interesting, and I like how you touch up on a lot of things that not only that I know about, but even remind me of certain things. I like that. I like the opinions that y'all have about both, excuse me, Super Sentai as well as Power Rangers. So listen, y'all next podcast, if y'all are watching this video at all, look me up. I want in on it. Trust me, there are plenty of things that I would like to put my 2 cents in about the whole thing. I mean, you can ask Talos Gundam about me, Tokusatsu as a whole, Power Rangers, Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, the Metal Hero series. I know a good bit about it, and trust me, you can ask me almost anything as far as all of that stuff. I'm called Toku Fan for a reason. But anyway, shouts out to you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. And I also want to give shouts out to Zion. Gotta give it out to Zion. Zion is a place for geeks and gamers and comic book, manga enthusiasts, Gundam builders, card players, everything along those lines that you like. It's a nice little spot on Broad. It's a nice little spot on Broad here in Albany, Georgia. And I kid you not, you go there, you have a good time, people look nice, and it's just a nice place to just kick back, relax, play some video games, card games, mingle with people, and just see what they have to offer. They have events almost every weekend. And speaking of events, I cannot end this video without mentioning this, and I'm sure that I will have mentioned it some more. It is down to the wire right now. We have like what, 2-3 weeks, less than 3 weeks, I know. Epicon is coming up, folks. I need you to go ahead and get your tickets. It is almost time. It's been confirmed that we're going back to the Hassan Temple. Things happened, but we'll be back over at the Hassan Temple here in Albany, Georgia. Now, I cannot stress this enough. Please get your tickets. Epicon is basically, despite being on a slightly smaller scale, it is our own convention. It is our convention. If you love video games, if you love tokusatsu like I do, if you love comic books, if you love manga, if you love art, card games, Walking Dead, Star Wars, all of that stuff. If you are into any of that stuff at all, you can come to Epicon. It's a little closer to home, especially for those of you that are in the Georgia area. Georgia, Florida, wherever. Anywhere outside, heck, you could be over in another country and you're welcome to come here. It's going to be fun. We had a really good time last year. You can look it up. It is Epicon 2016. You can look up Epicon 2015. Last year was, it actually went much better than anybody expected. And I kid you not when I say that it is a really good community. You'll have a good time. You'll tell your friends, let everybody know. Now it's going to be $15 for one day, but it's going to be a 2-day event. The 2-day event is $30. And if you think about it, comparing paying $15 to $30 for a ticket. Now, I haven't mentioned anything about the goodie bags or anything. You can actually look online to see the prices for that. T-shirts included. Those will range up to like maybe $50. But if you go to any of the other conventions, comparing prices, trying to get a ticket for $30 here, much cheaper. Everybody else is like 50 plus. And I know. One of the first conventions that I went to was MomoCon. I had a good time and everything, but let's face it, it was pretty expensive.
How are you?
I mean, cons are going to be expensive either way, but there are some that might actually be a little cheaper than others. But we wanted to bring something closer to home, and that's what we got right here. And we want to make it better. We want to make it bigger, hopefully next year. But it's definitely going to be on and popping come the 5th and the 6th of November. So that's why I say that we're down to the wire right now. So please get your tickets while you still can. Alright, so I put my 2 cents in on that. And on to
Sure, no problem. That's more like it.
So I mentioned before about how I like the fact that you can transfer your data from the first game over to the second game. As you can see in this part of the video right here, I'm showing off some of the moves that I did transfer. Now by the time I posted this video, or whenever I've done it, I will have gotten more moves in by then. So I do plan on putting some more gameplay out once the game actually drops. But I will have had a better moveset by then. By then. For example, the Final Flash. I finally got that back. It took me a minute, but I was finally able to get that move again. And if you have just seen recently, I just went Super Saiyan 2, which is odd because one of the things that was mentioned in the beta when it warned you about how you would only be able to transfer this stuff one time only is that certain movesets would not be available to transfer. One of those was Super Saiyan. So not only did it actually transfer and I was able to use it right off the bat, but I, for some strange reason, was able to access Super Saiyan 2, which I hadn't even unlocked yet in the first game. So it's just really, really weird. But in any case, I wasn't worried about it. I just used it to my advantage while I still could. So, like I mentioned before, I'm looking forward to this game when it comes out. I like how it plays so far. I like how the graphics seem to have been updated a bit more. Even though it seems like it might have a bit more of a cel-shaded wet look, it's really not all that bad. Other than that, it doesn't seem like there are too many other technical changes. I mean, other than bigger environment as far as the hub. But in any case, I'm really just starting to run out of stuff to say. But I hope that you all enjoy the videos that I'm putting out, and I also hope that you'll like and subscribe. Now, as far as my Facebook page, I'm still working on things with that. I'm actually in the middle of a project right now while I'm recording. So, as far as some of the artwork that I've been doing, I will be posting that up soon. I just gotta, finish it up. So, now, actually in the process of finishing up 1 or 2 more projects. And once they're completed and I turn them in, because of course these are school projects, I'll post what I've done online. I have a couple that I plan on posting pretty soon already.
Way ahead.
I just gotta maybe tweak them a little bit more. Now, as far as other projects, I have a couple of other ideas in the works that I plan on posting up soon. I won't say what they are. I'll just wait until I do maybe a big reveal. One thing that I do plan on posting up pretty soon is the cosplay that I plan on wearing to Epicon. I've worked really hard on it, and it's basically an updated suit from those that have seen it at the first Epicon or on my Facebook page. And I gotta say, it's definitely looking much better. I'm testing some things out right now, so hopefully everybody will like what they see once I unveil it at Epicon. I mean, I will have already unveiled it before then, but once I'm actually there in suit, I'm hoping everybody enjoys it. But anyway, just look forward to that. Look forward to Epicon. I can't stress this enough. Please get your tickets. It is almost time. I know that I pretty much talked about it to death, along with many others, but it is really important. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please look forward to the next one once I get around to actually putting it out soon. In any case, see you later.